Okay, today is going to be the first inspection of spring. It is, I think, about 59 degrees out, February 10th. Got some nice traffic going on here. You see pollen coming in. Look at that. That's probably from the winter aconite. We have a lot of winter aconite in bloom nearby, and I might grab some pictures of that later. We have bees up on top having a nice drink. So, we'll get on it. Okay, here we are, first inspection of the season. Got a quiet box in case we need it. We've got a smoker. I like a smoker. I like to just say hello. That's all it is, just saying hello. Because we don't want anybody getting cranky with us. And just that little teeny puff of smoke does help keep the alarm pheromone down. So that's all it is, just saying hello. Okay, so I've got this clear cover on here. I like the clear cover because I can write notes here and I can see my notes quite easily. And I always have here, because this gets hit by the sun, because I have a clear cover, I do have some insulation. So when it actually gets hot, then it doesn't get the bars too hot and melt everything. And so if I'm feeling along here, I see a couple of bees coming up through a hole right here, but here's where the cluster is. I can feel the heat coming off the cluster right there. It's nice and warm here. This is really nice. I'd say we got a cluster about that big right there. And we are pretty heavy in the back. So that means we got food there. We are, oh my goodness, we're really heavy up front. So that's looking good. I am wearing a veil today because if I don't, someone will sting me. That's just the way it works. And it will be in the face. And I don't like that. So, get a veil hooked up here. I'll just hook it through my belt. And one of the big objectives today is just see if so it's February 10th. There's been a couple of warm spells, so we could have the queen laying eggs. If she's laying, I do have pollen patties, and we'll be feeding pollen patties today. So let's open up the back here. Ooh, we have a lot of bees at the back today, so everyone's spread out. If they're spread out, generally what's happening is they're taking honey from the back and they're moving it up to the front, just kind of rearranging things on a day when they have an opportunity to do so. And we don't have bars all the way back here. There we go. We have comb starting right here. And most of the comb all the way back here is empty. So we're just going to kind of, we got a little bit of honey back here, and looks like they're uncapping honey back here and moving it around. So we're going to just kind of go several frames at a time here. And you can see there's actually a lot of honey on that guy there. It's about half full of honey. So they're just back here uncapping, moving stuff forward, getting it closer to the cluster. And we're not going to go frame by frame back here because there's really not very many bees on this back here. Again, they're just moving stuff around. You can see not many bees, but we do have a lot of honey there. There's actually a bunch of uncapped nectar over here. So they're probably actually finding a little bit of nectar at the moment. We have, as I mentioned before, the winter aconite is in bloom. And I'll grab some pictures of it shortly so you can see it again. Cluster starting right about here. So get up here. Getting a few more bees down in here. And there we go. Cluster should be starting here in a second. Still, wow, we got, big honey bands here. Really lovely. Look at that. A lot of honey on that guy. And they're actually, there's a lot of nectar in here as well. Or it could just be honey they're pulling forward. But it actually looks like we're probably getting some nectar. That guy's stuck to the wall. There we go. And we should start seeing some cluster here in a second. Not quite there. Not quite here. There we go. Now we're getting towards the cluster. There we go. Here we're into the cluster now. Okay, so here's where we've got, wow, look at this guy. Oh my gosh, look at all of the hive beetles. Got a ton of hive beetles there. That's awful. They're keeping them at bay, but look at all those hive beetles. So that's something to watch out for. Let's see if we can't get rid of some of these guys. Without breaking anything. There we go. Wow, that's a lot of hive bees. There's a whole lot of hive bees. Where's my tool? Wow. I mean, the nice thing is the bees pretty much keep them at bay. They all have them kind of locked up there, so that's not a big deal because this is a good strong colony, so they're fine. That's not nice. So let's see if we can, come on. Find, oh, we're raising a lot of brood in here. Look at we got the queen. All right, here she is right here. And you have a nice patch of brood there. That's looking good. And we have brood on this side as well. You can see right there, got brood there. Okay, and just be careful of my queen. Let's give her some pollen patty. Give pollen patty right here. Turn it this way so you can see. And put another pollen patty in right here. Excuse me, guys. There we go. We do want to be careful because with all of these hive beetles, they will like the pollen patty. Actually, I'm going to actually put these guys on the frame forward of this because, again, hive beetles and pollen patties are not great because the hive beetles love to get in there and eat it and hide and lay their eggs and things. So that's not a great place to have it. Let's move it up to this frame. This. Oh my goodness, she is, look at that. We got, this side is almost all brood. Look at all that brood right there. Same on this side. A lot of brood. Come on, guys. Move out of the way. See, look at all that. A lot of brood in here. Okay, so she's going, and this one's brood as well. So we've got at least 3 frames of brood. It's only February 10th. We have had, you know, it gets cold and it gets warm, so the thing we have to watch out for now is because she has so much brood, is she's going to be, you know, they're going to start going through the honey really quickly. So while they have a lot of honey at the moment, wow, okay, so this one is full of brood, that one is full of brood. So, you know, the risk that we have at the moment is if we get another cold snap, and, you know, it's only February, so, you know, it's a good chance we'll get some snow or some other cold snap, is that when that happens, a couple of things, the cluster may collapse a little bit and they may lose the brood on the edges. Also, they're going through food very quickly right now because they're raising all this brood, and so we will have to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't starve. Because if we get a long cold snap, then that could happen. I mean, you can see there is a lot of honey back here. Like this side is, you know, it's complete honey, so they have plenty in here. But with a cold snap too, if it happens quickly, they'll all condense up here. The honey will be back here, and they won't be able to get to it. So this hive is in great shape at the moment. Her pattern is beautiful. So all in all, this is exactly what we want to see. There's no moisture buildup in here. There's more hive beetles than I would like to see, but as we saw, we're keeping the hive beetles at bay. Okay, and this last bar is a little bit of a problem. Over here on the hive, the wood has worn down, and so I have to kind of stick one in here sideways. Otherwise, other bees can get in here and rob the place out. This is not what we want. So just tighten everything up really tight. So I need to actually shave this down here and make it level so that I fix that. But this works like that, and we're good. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful looking colony for February 10th. I love it.